You're listening to Greater Good Radio Hawaii. Please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com. Today's guest is Joe Rice, President and CEO of Mid-Pacific Institute. He is a member of numerous educational organizations, Board of Trustees of Queens Health Systems, Board Member and Treasurer of the Girl Scouts of Hawaii, Member of the Chamber of Commerce of Honolulu, and the Rotary Club of Honolulu Sunrise. Our show is brought to you by Central Pacific Bank, fiercely loyal banking. So, Joe, you're on the board for the Queens Health Systems.
Yes.
Could you tell us how you're involved and what exactly you do?
Well, that's good. What do I do? Since I'm not a healthcare professional, I don't know if I should say this, but I did have a serious kidney problem. And I went in because I was throwing up constantly, and I went to emergency, and I had never seen such care given to a person. And through that, finding out that I had an intestinal problem, I found out that I had a big tumor on my kidney too. But they took care of me, and I was so pleased that the in-depth diagnosis they had done to check out everything about me and find this, that I felt like I would forever owe them. Now, that was kind of the background. But Robert O'Sherrill, who was head of the Queen's board at that time, was moving off of the board. And he happens to be graduate of Mid-Pacific Institute. And he knew a lot about me and the school. And he said, I think Joe would be a good person to bring a different perspective to the board. And so he asked me, if elected, would I serve? And so he put forth my name. And I accepted because I believe that, one, in the mission of Queens, but also that I owe them for my life, and I would do anything for them. And this is one way I can give back.
And the Rotary of Honolulu Sunrise.
Well, you know, I knew nothing about Rotary. It was one, I have to give credit to my board of directors that they wanted me to get out into the community as a new president of the school, and they knew that you will see many of the people that make a difference in Hawaii, business leaders of Hawaii, in Rotary. And that will also give you an opportunity to do things in the community to provide service to others. So they recommended I check it out. So one of our board members, Don Kim, took me around. And I found the Rotary Club of Honolulu Sunrise, which was like coming home. Wonderful group of all ages, doing wonderful things. And so I joined. And it's been one of the more organized ways to provide service to your community that I've been in, with caring people that are dedicated to service above self.
Are you able to give us an example of some of the service things that you folks have done together?
Well, for the longest time, we had a reading program. We actually started a oral reading program, Read to Me program, that has now gone on to other states. Started with our Rotary Club, but we provided reading people to the kindergartners, first and second graders at Royal School every Monday faithfully. We did that for years, and that took a lot of time for business leaders and CEOs to do that, but we loved it. We have helped paint the streets, clean schools, other service organization, nonprofits that have very little money. We will go in there and help paint or repair, clean up, always looking for good projects. We are right now supporting an orphanage of about 250 children in Cambodia. And most of the Rotary members of our club, there's about close to 70, I'd say the greater majority of them have taken on a foster kid in Cambodia. I have one named Hooch, a 14-year-old boy. That's parents have been, all things in Cambodia haven't always been nice, and so many of these kids have lost their family. But our club has stepped up with other Rotarians to act as foster parents of these kids. So that's an example.
Thanks for joining us today on Greater Good Radio. For more information or a transcript of today's show, please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com. This is your host, Evan Leong and Carrie Leong, saying please join us next time for another episode of Greater Good Radio Hawaii.